I've been struggling in my PTE reading, not really understanding how to go about it. Been practicing, scores are stuck. This reading fill in the blanks is a nightmare. How much ever I practice, scores are not improving, mate. Do you have any tips? Do you have any techniques? Do you have any guarantee that if I just follow these things, within 10 days, scores are definitely possible? Well, if you're wondering, then trust me, this video is for you, because today I'm going to share some secret hacks, secretive techniques, a routine that you need to follow for just 10 days religiously and see the magic that just unfolds. Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills PTE Academic. I really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with another video. Today's video is all about reading FIB, how to make that quick improvements. What is the routine that you need to follow? Is this really possible to just follow a particular proven routine and get that 90 in reading in just 10 days? Well, today's video is all about that. Before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, click on the subscribe button for the future notifications, because every 2 days once I'll be coming up with a lot of useful and effective informative content, something like this. At any point of time you need online assistance, you can text us to the number given there, the WhatsApp number. You can just WhatsApp us. I'll be there, we will be there, our team will be there to help you, guide you in a right way, and to tell you a lot of students on an everyday basis are getting that 90 overall, so don't delay your success. Alright, so without wasting any time, let's start. Let me just share my screen. Try this. Try what? Try just this. For 10 days to score 90 in PTE writing. Nakul, don't joke, stop joking. No, I'm not joking, I'm really serious, but it's not that easy to just follow this for 10 straight days. But if you do it, doesn't matter from which English background you are. I never studied English in my entire life, doesn't matter. You just have to follow this rigorously, religiously. Things will happen. I'm not lying, but following this for 10 days is not that straightforward. But if you're determined, undeterred, if you try, things will actually fall in place. Okay, before we get into it, let's understand what modules contribute marks towards your PTE reading. Reading marks come from so many other modules in PTE. The reading marks first will come from read aloud, 33 marks. This is the only module which contributes most number of marks towards your reading. Read aloud comes in speaking, and then summarize written text in the writing module contributes some 3 to 4 marks towards your PTE reading FIB in the reading module, writing FIB in the reading module, which is also known as drag and drop down, which comes in the reading module, contributes marks 25 approximated depending on the number of questions you get in the exam. Contribute marks to this reading, and then reorder the paragraph, not a priority, 4 to 5 marks. Highlight incorrect words in the listening module contributes 10 to 12, or sometimes if you get more number of questions, ideally will not. If you get more number of questions, it may contribute 10 to 15 marks towards your PTE reading. Our motto of this video is, in 10 days, how do we prepare for this? To get 90. That means perfectly. Well, there is a way out, step by step, in-depth analysis I'm going to share. Just have to patiently watch the video till the end. Okay, this 10-day preparation plan. So 10 days per day, minimum 4. If you can extend to 10 hours, so definitely yes, you can give more time, but minimum 4. So total duration 40 hours enough. But we need to work smartly. I'm going to help you understand how to spend this 4 hours effectively, wisely every day. So 10 days will be 40 hours. You're going to get that 90 in reading. Okay, let's start with day 1. Day 1, what has to be done? The very first thing is read aloud. Let's go in the order. Read aloud, you need to learn the approach. What is the approach? Reading skills. That means whatever you read, you understand, Baba. No, Nakul, I don't understand. I'll go and check in this website. Waste your complete time, complete energy, and some paid membership, waste your money as well. Reading skills. Read a book, automatically read aloud is fixed. Apart from that, we will understand about reading skills in just a while. A lot of things are covered in this video as to how to read, how to fast read, how to skim, how to develop vocabulary, and lot many things. Stay tuned till the end. Learn the approach, work on the fluency. Yes, my fluency is all perfect. When a difficult word comes, you are fumbling, but you are assuming that your fluency is perfect. I'm going to take up a question and explain you. Don't worry about the content. That is the approach. Don't worry about pronunciation. That is the approach. But what will you do? Every day you practice pronouncing the words correctly. Go to some applications and try to see its pronunciation. All those are just time waste. Speak a bit continuous. Don't fumble. Speak with a rhythm. What is this rhythm? Dead, 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 dead. It should sound like this. I'm going to show you an example in just a while. No intonation means going up and down like a sine wave. Market research is a vital part. You cannot do that. No stressing. Market research is a vital part of the planning. Don't do that. No singing. People sing when market research is a vital part. Don't do that. And some pitch issue. So the idea is very simple. I have examples for all this in just a while. But the point is, once you understand, oh, these things are important. Fluency is important, content is not, pronunciation is not. You need to speak continuous, you need to speak with a rhythm. You cannot intonate, you cannot stress the words. You cannot sing, and your pitch should be perfect. Once you learn this, practicing is very, very easy. So day one, you gonna understand it. You can check my other videos on PTE Read Aloud. Here as well, I'm gonna talk about in just a while how to fix, how to practice. But approach is important. There's an approach for Read Aloud, you need to understand. It is not the content, it is not the pronunciation, it is the fluency, it is the pitch and many other things. I'm going to talk about it. So this day one, you will understand. From 20 minutes you need to spare. That's about Read Aloud. Summarize written text. Summarize written text, very simple. Learn the approach. Don't write on your own. That is the approach. But what people do, they try to write on their own. Pure waste of time. You write on your own, you use the synonyms, the software gets confused. What is this guy writing? He's writing something else which I am not aware of. Marks gone. Don't write on your own. Don't use synonyms. Don't make any spelling errors. Copy paste to full sentence. After full stop till you find full stop. Then again one more sentence after full stop till you find the full stop. Between them, comma, add a connector and. In the end, put a full stop. That's it. This is fixed. Once the approach is done, you don't need to practice for summarized written text. It's very easy. So this way, you'll actually divide your time to the easy modules and the modules that are difficult. So now we will talk about this in just a while. But summarized written text, you will learn the approach on the day one. And then reading fill-ups, reading writing fill-ups, you're gonna learn the approach. How to learn the approach, I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna give you day one, what you should do, day two, day three, everything. Day one is just about learning the approach for these modules that I just told. Read aloud, summarize written text, reading FIB, reading writing FIB, highlight and correct words, reorder. These 6 modules you learn the approach on the day 1. Day 2, day 3, what you should be doing in just a while I'll tell. Approach is no intuition, relying on the heart. Ram went to market to buy dash. Apple is the answer, why not laptop? Anything, I mean, that's what there is a clue. You cannot go with the intuition, find the clues. Elimination method, bottom up approach, clue based approach. There are many other things. Check out my reading fill in the blanks videos. You can just type 10 secret hacks for reading improvement skills PTE. It will come. The many videos where I've talked about the approaches, watch them. Approach is fixed. That means you know how to go about solving a problem. It's not just about practicing, it's about practicing with an approach. So day 1 you will not practice, rather you will try to learn the approaches. This is a problem. There is a way to solve. No, Nakul, directly jump. No. There is a way. There is a step. You have to find it. That's what these things will tell you. Reorder the paragraph. Learn the approach. There's approaches like subject, object, subject. First line will be subject, object. He eats apples. Object is the apple. The next line going to be the apples he eats. The object will be subject. You may be getting confused, but I made very clear videos on this. Reorder the paragraph part 1, reorder the paragraph part 2. 15-20 minutes video, man. Full name to short name. The then becomes a. First will be full name and then short name. So all these things very clearly explained using these concepts, how to solve reorder the paragraph. Watch my reorder shortcuts. Just type PTE reorder, my video will come on the top. You can just have a look at it. You will understand what is reorder, how to approach that. For each 6 modules, you will not just practice, you will learn the approaches on the very first day. Alright, highlight and correct words. It's all about learning the approach. What is approach? Reading skills. What people do? We will tell you. You need to read what you see. Don't read what you listen. People end up reading what they listened. I'll exactly show you a small demonstration and then start from read aloud in just a while. So this is a highlight and correct word. A text will be given. They're going to play an audio. In the audio, few things are spoken differently. Let's say here, climate change is what you are reading through your eyes, but probably in the audio they may say global change. What you heard, global change. What you read, climate change. What you heard, what you read is different. That time you need to go and click on that, highlight it with an yellow in the exam. That's the module. But where people go wrong, people don't understand the approach. The practice, it's a pure reading skill. Everybody listens, they understand, but when they read, I'll just show it to you. We'll just play this audio. Trust me, many would go wrong here. I'll just play this audio, you just listen to it, identify the number of incorrect words. You can probably use your fingers and just count the incorrect words. Let's see how many of you have gotten the correct one. Ready?
Climate change is a pressing global issue that demands immediate attention and action. The Earth's climate is rapidly changing, primarily due to human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. These activities release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, leading to the greenhouse effect and subsequent warming of the planet. The consequences of climate change are already being felt across the globe, with rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and melting ice caps being just a few of the visible impacts. It is crucial for individuals, communities, governments, and businesses to come together and address this challenge collectively.
Alright, I really hope people have got, some would have got 4, some would have got 5, some would have got 6. Let me just show you where people go wrong. Listen to it carefully. This is the approach. Here if you have problem, reading will not come up. We'll in detail discuss about reading, fill in the blanks, but this also matters, man. Okay? I'll exactly tell you where you perhaps went wrong if you haven't got the answer as 6. Let's see. I'm going to show it again.
Climate change is a pressing global issue that demands immediate attention and action. The Earth's climate is rapidly changing, primarily due to human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. These activities release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, leading to the greenhouse effect and subsequent warming of the planet. The consequences of climate change are already being felt across the globe, with rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and melting ice caps being
Many would not select it because they heard the word events and end up reading elements as events. Point is, you need to read what you see. You are not doing it. You are reading what you listen. Sound waves are reaching first than the light wave. Albert Einstein would have shot himself if he had seen this. Correct? Because we are a little slow in processing. The sound waves reached first. We heard events and we sent the signal here to the eyes telling it is events, and we read it as events. It is elements. But elements and events almost look the same. Getting it? So you need to read what you see, not what you listen. This is the approach. Once you understand, hey, no need to practice, man. These people don't understand. Practice. It will not work, boss. Correct? You need to be more conscious and read what you see. Whatever you listen is separate, whatever you read is separate. Both are two different outputs. People mix. The same way, weather events, and then if you continue the audio.
Just a few of the visible impacts. It is crucial for individuals, communities, governments, and businesses to come together and address this challenge collectively.
Advocate. Primitively, primarily. Most of them almost sound similar, look similar, but they're different. So what is the approach? Be more conscious. It's a reading activity. So this is the approach. Once you learn this, things become actually easy. So now day 1 is done, where you learned, read aloud what you should be doing it, where you should not even concentrate on. And then summarize in text, probably you would have understood what is the real approach. Reading FIB, there are many approaches, reading, writing FIB, and then reorder, and then the highlight incorrect words. So we understood, we spent some 2 to 3 hours or 4 hours. I have understood the approaches which I have given freely in my YouTube channel. Now day 2, what has to be done? This is where the rigorous practice begins. And when I talk about practice, it's not just about practicing until your heart's content. I practiced for 4 hours. I'm very, very happy. It's not going to do anything, any change in your scores. You need to understand whether you're practicing rightly or not. Alright, so these are the modules that I talked about, out of which summarized in text is very easy. Reorder the paragraph is not a priority. You don't have to practice a lot. Highlight incorrect words, you don't need practicing. If you learn the approach, that's more than enough. So let's leave out these 3 highlighted in red and let's pick up the ones in the green. Read aloud, reading FIB, reading, writing FIB. These 3 only you will practice if you want to score more in your reading. So now the next big question. Of course, we are left with read aloud, reading FIB, reading, writing FIB. So what to practice? How to practice? Where to practice the next 9 days? Alright. For read aloud, it's a conscious effort. When you practice, if you keep trying to speak difficult words, then all the practice gets wasted. For example, what I'm talking about is, let's say you're practicing for read aloud in the realm of quantum mechanics, the wave particle gone, no, zero. But you are practicing every day to pronounce it correctly, there is no point in practicing. So the idea is very simple. What I am talking about is what to practice. Practice for skipping difficult words. Yes, I will practice. In the of mechanics, the wave particle presence, now also zero, you are breaking. Then practice for difficult words in a way that you don't break, in a way your fluency is not hampered. That is the real practice, isn't it so? Hope you are getting it. What to practice? Practice for skipping difficult words. How to practice? Speak continuously no matter what. Where to practice? Any YouTube, any website. You can go to ChatGPT and just ask, give me some reading passages to read, newspapers, articles, novels, anything, but practice for skipping difficult words. Speak continuously no matter what. Yes, Nakul, I will try to speak continuously no matter what. There are difficult words which I don't know how to pronounce, but I'll practice every day so that I prepare my mind. That is practicing. Now these words are difficult. I practice in a way that I don't even see them. I read in the of mechanics. In the of mechanics, the wave particle presents a challenge to our classical understanding of the physical world. At the level, particles such as electrons and photons exhibit both wave-like particle behaviors depending on how they are observed or measured. I am continuous. Just because there is a difficult word, I am not breaking. And it's not just about skipping. When you skip a difficult word, still you need to be continuous. For this you need to practice. Simply practicing for read aloud, checking in some websites to see the scores. If that website gives you full score, you are happy. Otherwise, you'll start crying. This is the routine of everybody. Of course, not my registered students, because they know the reality. Most of them don't. They directly send me a WhatsApp picture of that website. See, this is what it is scoring. I followed your YouTube videos. Don't spread wrong things. They directly tell it on my face. They don't even realize whether the scores they have got is correct or not. So this is what the actual thing that I face every day, though I am talking about it again and again patiently. So this is what you need to practice. It's a conscious effort. When you practice, record it, and once you finish practicing, listen to it. There should not be fumbles. That's it. Pronunciation or that to this, it doesn't matter. And we told about pitch issues. For a guy, the pitch has to be 130 or 130 plus. Approximately 160 below, it's okay. For a lady, it should be 260 and below, or 280 is fine. If it goes above 300 for a lady, it will not be a good outcome in speaking. For a guy, if it is 80, 90, 100 pitch, very thick voice, in the realm of quantum mechanics, marks will not come, boss. You have to thin it. In the realm of quantum, so there is an app called Voice Pitch Analyzer application. App in the Android phone. If it is not shown to your phone, probably your phone is outdated or something, or the app is outdated for your phone. You can download voice tools. If you are using an iPhone, voice tools will help you. It will give you a graph, everything. With that you practice. Make sure the pitch is retained between, for a guy, above 120 or 130, for a girl below 280. That's also important. So when you practice, you need to practice for that day too. You will start 15-20 minutes per day. Need to practice read aloud. Not just practicing read aloud, need to practice read aloud for the fluency and the pitch. 15-20 minutes you start from the day 2. Nakul, what about the other module? Yes, reading FIB, reading writing FIB is all about grammar. So day 2, you will spare some 2 hours. I'm not saying only my videos. There are many other people who have the same, like similar YouTube channels as mine, have done a really good work. You can follow anybody's. Everyone's has a very good content with respect to grammar. You want to watch my videos, you can watch this PTE 10 grammar shortcuts. You can just type, it will come. I have linked all of these videos in my description as well. 10 PTE grammar golden rules, 10 reading secret hacks, PTE reading FIB grammar shortcuts, 10 PTE shortcuts to solve reading FIB. Takes 2.5 to 3.5 hours, or sometimes you may need to watch it multiple times to understand, to grasp. You will pause. So 4 hours, let's take day 2, you will completely give to this to learn the grammar. Well, if you want to join a course, our paid course has complete different course structure, complete grammar end to end. Here I have given some trailer, some shortcuts. So you can rely on this as well. I'm not saying no. But yes, if you don't want to invest on the online paid course, go through this. This has most of the valuable information. So with this, you will understand a lot of grammar on the day 2. Correct? So day 3, rigorous practice plus improving reading skills. See, reading fill in the blanks is not just about grammar. not just about collocations. Well, collocations video I missed it. Day 2 you need to watch my collocations video. Recently I made a 70 collocation, one of the videos where 70 collocations I have given. Somewhere here the video is, you watch that as well, it will be helpful. Sorry that I missed to write that. Day 3, this is where the real thing starts. The actual video starts from here. It's almost 20 minutes done, very sorry, but the actual video starts from here. It's all about reading skills. If you want to read something, if you read slow, everybody will understand, man. What if you read fast? Will you be able to understand quickly? Will you be able to visualize quickly? That's the problem, because the timer will be there. Per question you cannot give more than 2.5 minutes. You give 3.5 minutes to 4 minutes every question, you cannot solve possibly 3 to 4 questions. Marks will completely come down. So you need to understand how to improve your reading skills. For that, it's all about pay more attention, very important secret tactics. How fast can you read? How quick can you understand of what you read? With what ease can you make out, understand the meaning of a word from the context? It's a difficult word, Nakul, I don't know what it means. No. For a difficult word, the meaning of it you will be able to get from the context. That's a reading skills. That's what a reader does. He will not go to dictionary or Google Baba and ask what is the meaning of it every time. So these are all the reading skills. So 1 hour of fast reading activity is a must. 30 minutes of vocabulary building activity is a must. So what exactly is this? How to leverage this? Pay more attention patiently, I'm telling you, because I'm going to explain you more about it, and this is what is the game changer. It's not just the PTE. There are many people who never studied PTE, got 90 overall, because they have done this throughout their entire life. They read, they are passionate about learning vocabulary. So there's a tool called ChatGPT. I've made a video, something I think a month ago, on how to make use of this ChatGPT AI tool effectively. Today also I'll show you 1 hour of fast reading activity rather than 30 minutes of vocabulary building. So what this ChatGPT can do, you can just type ChatGPT, the link will open, you click on that, sign in with the Google and something like this, it will show. See here, I've just typed, give me 100 vocab words to learn and their usage. Type, give me 100 vocab new words, difficult words, easy words, advanced words to learn and its usage. So it is now giving me all the 100 vocabulary words. It starts giving everything. So abate, the storm began to abate and the rain gradually stopped. Here it has not given the meaning. You can say give me the meaning as well. It will give the meaning of it and it will explain. Give me 100 vocabulary words with its meaning and its usage. You can type. Abate means to reduce. Abundant means more. The garden was filled with abundant flowers. Aesthetic is the appearance. The painting had a strong aesthetic appeal. Alleviate is to reduce. Ambiguous is confusion. Ample amount. Apprehensive, I'm apprehensive about this. She was apprehensive about speaking in public. She is not confident. You will learn a lot of things, man. 1.5 hour fast reading skills and 30 minutes. You need to do this. I'm telling you, if you don't do this, then perhaps you can pause the video or go to some other video, because this video is not for you. But if you say, yes, Nakul, I can do it, then trust me, I promise you within 10 days you can get that 90, because 30 minutes of vocabulary building activity, you can learn more than 300 words. In 10 days, 3000 words, oh, enough, that is enough. Most of the words will be covered, that is enough with respect to vocabulary. Use ChatGPT, 30 minutes of vocabulary building activity. Give me 100 vocabulary words to learn, along with its meaning and usage. Type. If it gives all difficult, you can say give me mix of easy, difficult, advanced. You can type as per your requirement. Hope you are getting it. Second day again you can type. The previous day you gave me this, give me a new one. It will have your account, everything, history it will have. That's about 30 minutes of vocabulary building activity. 1 hour of fast reading. What is this? Today I am unveiling a lot of strategies about fast reading. It's all about reading and skimming, not reading one word. There's a huge, there is abundant theories. I've just written whatever I can. Tips for fast reading. So when you read, you cannot simply read. Before diving into a passage, skim through it quickly to get know. Skim the text means, before I skim through the headings, subheadings, the scripts of I finished reading it. The idea is, I'm not reading this into through it to get off the and create for the you are about to. No, not required. No, this is with respect to grammar when you want to write and convey the information. If you want the information to be understood, why do you want to read into you will still understand. See, if I just remove this, don't you think you will still understand the same way? Try reading it, I'm telling you. These are the important things I'm telling you. Before diving passage, skim quickly, sense main ideas, headings and subheadings. This helps mental framework, information to read. You still understood, then why are you reading word by word? This is the first step. In IELTS, we teach this. Skim the text, that's one of the texts, one of the ideas. You can ask ChatGPT, give me a passage to improve the fast reading skills. Give me a passage to read, it will give. If it is very difficult, you can ask, give me this story about rat, give me this story about Ukraine and Russian war. It will give, start reading. When you read, skim the text. Focus on the keywords. Like I told you just now, skimming is all about focusing on few of the words. Instead of reading every word, focus on the keywords and phrases that convey the message. Before diving passage, skim quickly to get sense of main ideas, headings. This helps you mental framework for the information. That's what. So you only focus on major things. So if you are taking, let's say, to read this, some 15 seconds, within 2-3 seconds you can actually finish reading it and understand the same way. But for this you need a practice. Correct. Here the Industrial Revolution began in the 18th century. It brought profound transformation, economies and society. It marked a shift from this to industrialized, urbanized one. The revolution characterized by technological advancements, production processes, rise of factors. That's how you read. I will come back to whether you should open the mouth and read or not very shortly. Innovations was steam engine, machinery and revolutionized transportation, development of railways, faster movement of the goods, facilitated growth of industry, textiles, iron, coal mining. It's simple, man. Try this. That's where you see that magic that unfolds, not on the very first day, not second day, third day will be very difficult, you start scolding me. But fourth day if you resist, fifth day onwards, you will be much more quicker than you think you can. But lot of people already know this. When people read novels, they don't read Industrial Revolution which began in 18th century. In that way people actually read. For them, PTE reading is a piece of cake. If you have not practiced, then you should start doing it. Avoid sub-vocalization. Sub-vocalization is habit of pronouncing words silently in your mind while reading. Sub-vocalization is the habit of pronouncing words silently in your mind and reading. Try to break this habit and read. Try not to do. Say when you open the mouth, what is the speed, maximum speed you can read it at? The maximum speed with which you can talk. Can you read faster than that? No. See, my fastest speed is sub-vocalization is the habit of pronouncing words silently in your mind while reading. To break this habit, this is my fastest with which I can speak. That would be my maximum speed. What if I don't do this and just read through the eyes? And I finished it. See, for some it is already getting bored. I know many have already left the video, I'm pretty much sure. But for those who are still here, I'm just teaching you the right things. Read through the eyes. Practice it. When you read through the eyes, it's all about movement of the eyelids. Practice it. When your eyelids move faster, it can move faster than the speed with which you can talk. Try, don't open the mouth or in the mind, don't read it. Just with the eyes you should do. And like any skill, reading speed improves with the practice. Set aside dedicated time for speed reading exercises to train your brain to process the information quickly. 1.5 hours you do, or at least 1 hour you do, that's what I meant here. 1 hour every day. 10 days enough, man, I'm telling you. Visualization, your brain capacity, everything would have accustomed to that by then. From day 3 onwards. Day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10. 8 days. You have to do 1.5 hours. 1 hour of fast reading, 30 hours of vocabulary building. 1.5 hours towards fast reading, vocabulary building. 1.5 to 2 hours towards reading FIB in reading, writing practice. You can take the questions from anywhere in our registered course. We have probably 10,000 questions with me explaining the strategies. If you want an online course, you can join. If you don't want to spend money on that, then in the YouTube websites, there are many. You don't get approached there, but you get the answers, questions, you can practice. But while you practice, track this course, very, very important, which we usually forget. We only practice. If you do, let's say 100 blanks out of, for a 79, you need to get 90 blanks right. If you're getting 50 blanks right, you give exam tomorrow, probably you will get 51 or 55 overall and not 90 overall. For a 65, at least 75 blanks should be correct out of 100. And for a 50 or 58, make it half. This is the logic that works. Trust me, it will work. This way you need to track. But there is one more important thing. Once everything is done, You started with read aloud 20 minutes and then 1 hour of reading activity, fast reading, then 30 minutes of vocabulary building activity. After that, you started with some 100 reading, writing, fill in the blanks and reading, fill in the blanks. Now everything is done, you got the scores. 3.5 to 4 hours. So 3.5 hours you have finished doing it, and now sit for 20 to 30 minutes to understand why mistakes are happening in reading, fill in the blanks, and talk to yourself. Some don't understand why mistakes are happening, but when you talk, of course, lock the door and talk. Otherwise, if your parents or if your family sees you, they think you are alright. So talk to yourself, understand why did I make this mistake. You will get an answer, trust me. And because of that, you will not repeat the mistake. Something like this, let's say, what people end up doing for the first question. You can pause the video and try answering. Would have some form of dash is missing, very sorry. This is the first dash, okay? More than 1 billion people around the world have some form of dash. Try to answer this first or two, probably in 20 seconds. And then pause the video, answer it, resume the video to understand what answers you have got. 90% of the people, right? More than 1 billion people around the world would have some form of talent. Direct heart is saying, hey, they have some form of talent, but of course, 100% wrong. And would benefit from assistive technology. You need some technology to assist you, means you have a problem. What problem? This includes mechanical tools, and wheelchair means you are handicapped. You have some issues, correct? So this is disability. Wheelchair, some tools such as wheelchairs or prosthetic, artificial legs, artificial hands. So what I am talking about is you would have written talent and you got, let's say, 4 out of 5 here, and you continued. No use. Once you finish everything, sit, understand why I wrote talent. Oh, perhaps I need to go to the medical shop and ask for a tablet called patience. That patience tablet I need to take before I start doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking the tablet, that's the reason. So these things, when you talk to yourself, you understand why the mistakes are happening. I know English, I could have solved it as disability, but why I chose talent? Maybe in a hurry. You're restless. You don't have enough patience. You're not finding clues. Hundreds of answers will come. Appreciate it. Take a note of it. Apply them in the next question. That's how you learn. You make mistakes, learn from it and move on. People don't. I make mistakes, I move on. Learn from it, learn from it, learn from it. So this 30 minutes, once you finish, understand the mistake. That makes a very, very vital role to help you improve your scores within 10 days. Hope you're getting it. So day 4 to day 10, very simple. This is what it looks like. 10-15 minutes of read aloud, 1.5 hours towards fast reading and vocabulary together, 1 hour plus 30 minutes, 1.5 to 2 hours, 90 to 120 minutes of reading FIB and reading writing FIB, that's what I meant, and 30 minutes self-analysis. Trust me, it requires 4 to 4.5 hours. Nakul, I have only 1 hour, then this 10 days perhaps will be difficult, you may need 30 days. 1 hour you have, then probably this 15 minutes you can get it to 5 minutes of read aloud. 1.5 Nakul, no time at all, probably 15 minutes of fast reading, 5 minutes of vocabulary. Some half an hour or 20 minutes, 25 minutes time. The rest 20-25 minutes reading FIB and some 10 minutes analysis. So 1 hour you can finish. This will take probably 2 months. That's it. But you put in more time, 10 days is possible. Give it a thought, but this is that ideal routine. This is the way you need to propel. Without looking back, march in this direction. 4 or 4.5 hours a day. Spare. It's all about compromise. If you really want to do it in less than 10 days. And this is the reality. I'm not telling you use this template, you get 90. 100% you will not get 90. Whether my template or someone's, because template modules which have template hardly contributes 10 to 12% of the marks. The rest 88% of the marks come from this. So these things demand you to be good at English. So work, I'm telling you, it's very easy. You just need the right direction, and I am giving you the right direction, but you should be ready to push yourself. No, Nakul, I am sitting, I want someone's hand to get up. Nobody will come. You have to get up at least for 10 days, do it and see the magic. Just let me know how you felt about this video. I'll be really happy to know how the video was, and informative content. With this, I'll park this video here, guys. Really looking forward to making more videos like this. If you're new to this channel, click on the subscribe button for the future notifications. And anytime you need online assistance, you can text us into WhatsApp. We will be there. I'll be there to guide you in the right way. With this, I'll park it here. Thanks much, guys. This is Nakul signing off from Skills PTE. Very soon, we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.